Hello everyone, my name is Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be cash planning for $500. So let's get started. While I look for stickers to add to my spread, someone asked me a question within my last video, and I knew that this question was going to come up. I was asked, where did I work? So I did sign a confidentiality agreement with both so I do work full-time. I have a full-time job Monday through Friday. I also work part-time every other weekend. I signed a confidentiality agreement with both of my employers. I did do some research and reviewed the confidentiality agreements that I signed, and they both basically say the same thing. They ask that you not name your employer on any social media platforms. They both ask that you not name your employer on any social media platform. They also ask that you not name any specific people that you work with, use their names on social media platforms. It does say that it is okay for employees to befriend each other, to become friends on social media platforms. So it's okay for employees to follow each other on Facebook or Instagram or things like that. But again, they ask that you do not list your employer on your personal social media platform. It also says, and this was one that was within the confidentiality agreement for my part-time employer, it asks that you do not go into hypothetical scenarios about things that have happened while you were at work. My full-time job didn't mention anything like that. But in both of the confidentiality agreements also stated that they would prefer that you not use the name of a contractor or a visitor, or anyone that you may or may not know or may not be aware that the employer does business with. So they're very detailed in what they ask you to do. So I won't be able to go into the specifics of where I work. Because I have to stay in line with that confidentiality agreements, because I signed one with both of my employers. I have to stay in line with those confidentiality agreements so that I can keep my job. I need my job. It does pay, my mortgage and helps me to maintain my home. So I have to stay in line with those confidentiality agreements. What I can say is that I love where I work. I love the work that I do. I love the people within my office that I specifically work with, and I do work in an office for both my part-time and my full-time job. It's not like I work at a construction company or anything like that. It's not like a factory, or I don't know, like it's not like Amazon, where a Amazon warehouse, fulfillment warehouse, or anything like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's not the industry that I work in. I love the people that I work with. I love the work that we do. I think that we are a strong unit, and in both places that I work, I feel like we're a strong team. For my part-time job, there have been some challenges. There have been some people that I have pulled back from, I've pulled away from, just because I'm going to chalk it up to their energy, maybe. We're different people, and we have different skill sets, we have different strengths, and sometimes it's easier to remove yourself when you need to. And there have been some times where I felt like I've needed to remove myself, because I know me, and I do tend to speak up. And when I see something is wrong, I will speak up about it. I will say something about it. But one time someone told me, pick and choose your battles, because everything doesn't need to be a battle. So as I've gotten a little bit older, I do hold my tongue sometimes, but I don't hold it all the time. And there have been a few times where I've had to say to people, we need to calm down, and I think I'm going to step away for a few minutes, but then I'll come back once I've calmed down. I think that's the best way and the most mature way to handle it, because you can't be arguing at at work. You can't do that. You can't carry that type of energy around with you. So sometimes I will back up. And sometimes I will hold my tongue, but there are other times where I do feel as though I need to speak up and I need to say something. And I do it, and I do it respectfully. Sometimes that's not what you get back, but I do give out respect in the hopes that I get the respect back. And that is just at my part-time job. That's not at my full-time job. My full-time job is, I love the people that I work with there. We laugh a lot. We do a lot of work. There are some days that are very, very hectic, and there are some days that are very, very easy. But there is value in the work that we do, and we respect each other, and we value each other. So that's what I'm going to say about where I work. The type of work that I do, I can tell you a little bit about what I do. I do all of the budgeting in my full-time job. I do all of our budgeting. As you can see, I'm always playing with numbers, because that's what I do here on my channel. I'm working with numbers. And I do some other work within the department/organization. There are other team members outside of my office that I work with, and I enjoy that work as well. For my part-time job, it's a lot of work with the public, and it can be challenging. Sometimes it can be very, very busy sometimes, and sometimes you have times where it's not that busy. But again, I like the work that I do. I value the people that I work with. Even the ones that, the people that I have to step away from. We all have different talents and different skill sets, and we all bring our our skills to the table, and I do respect that. So that's all that I can say about where I work. Again, I can't name specifically where I work, but yeah. So I hope that I have answered that question. And leave me a comment below if you think that there's something else that I can say about it. But again, I have to be able to maintain my income, so I can't specifically say where I work. And I hope that that can be respected in this community. So let's go into my cash stuffing. Again, I'm sorry, my budgeting. I'm going to be budgeting $500. I hope that everyone is doing well. When I'm posting this video, we'll be upcoming to Thanksgiving week. It's hard for me to believe that we are at the end of November, but that is where we are. So for debt, I'm going to add $100. My son's spending will be getting $25. Eating out will be getting $5. My gas / transportation will be receiving $10. Let's see. Did I subtract the 10? Minus 30 minus 10. Okay. For groceries, I'm going to add 50. For household and lawn care, I'm going to add 5 to each one of those. Oops. So that'll be 10. Monthly bills will get $70. Toiletries is getting 5. My Amazon and my Ring doorbell will get 5. I'm not adding anything to my buffer this time. Car maintenance and registration will get $10. I'm not adding anything to clothing. Escrow and principal will get 10. Home repairs will get 10. And new car will get 10. For office, I'm going to add 5. For roof, I'm going to add 5. This is a new roof for our home. And for taxes, I'm going to add 10. Okay. What I put in my son's savings, I normally will put the same into my mother's savings and into my retirement. So my son's savings will be getting 25. So my mother will get 25. And my retirement will get 25. For my emergency fund, I'm going to add 5. And for my savings, I'm going to add 5. For my $5 savings challenge, I'm adding $10. For my $10 savings challenge, I'm adding $10. For Christmas, I'm adding 20. For birthday slash gifts, I'm adding 5. For Canva, I'm adding 5. Electronics, I'm adding 10. For P.O. Box and supplies, I'm going to add 5. And for YouTube, I'm going to add 5. So that is my $500. I forgot to show you my stickers. So I added a pumpkin and a turkey. And then this says "so fun" with an exclamation. And then down here I added a flower, and this is "once upon a time" with a little teacup and a tea bag. And then over here I just added a heart and a flower. So those are the stickers that I added. So now let's do our denominations. I need one $100 bill. For my son's spending, I need a 20 and a 5. Eating out will be a 5. Gas and transportation is a 10. Groceries is $2.20 and a 10. Household and lawn care are 5s. Monthly bills is a 50 and a 20. Toiletries is 5. Amazon is 5. Car maintenance and registration is a 10. Escrow and principal is a 10. Home repairs is a 10. New car is a 10. Office and roof is a 5. Taxes is a 10. My son's savings is a 20 and a 5. Emergency fund is a 5. My mother, 20 and 5. Retirement, 20 and 5. Savings is a 5. My $5 savings challenge is 2 5s. My $10 savings challenge is a 10. Christmas is a 20. Birthday / gifts is a 5. Canva is a 5. Electronics is a 10. P.O. Box, supplies, and YouTube is a 5. So that's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now what we're getting from the bank. I'm getting one $100 bill. I'm getting one $50 bill. For 20s, I'm getting 8, which is $160. In 10s, I'm getting 9, and that's $90. In 5s, I'm getting 20, which is $100. And in 1s, I'm getting 0. So we have 150 plus 160 plus 90 plus 100. And that does come back to $500. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like. Leave me a comment below. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Or if you just want to say hi, you can leave that in the comments as well. I hope that when you're watching this video, you're having an amazing day. And I will see you all soon with a new video. Bye, everyone.